Alright, so just what's up? It's the black sun shining light to the darkest thoughts. Alright, what are you talking about? What are you talking about today? Okay, the sun, the moon, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. What are we talking about? Okay, what are these things? What is actually these things? Now let me tell you, this is what we're talking about. This is exactly what we're talking about when you're talking about this thing. We're talking about intuition. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about intuition, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about knowing. We're talking about the all, the one man, the connecting. This is what we're talking about when we're talking about the sun, the moon, Jupiter, Mercury. We're talking about intuition. We're talking about connecting. We're talking about connections on a universal order. The rapture has begun. This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The sun, the moon, Mercury. We're talking about intuition. We're talking about connections to the all. This is what they're talking about. The reconnecting the order of reality into its own dynamic oneness. So all of this energy field, these are chakras hidden inside our words, so that the words possess power to illuminate the godness inside each and every being. Now this is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The sun, the moon, Mercury, Jupiter. We're talking about intuition, connection to the all. Now this is what we're talking about, connection to the all. Intuition that connects each and every being through words that already been built by the subconscious mind. So these chakras, they're exactly who you are. You're talking. So whenever you're talking, you're unwinding, you're transmitting, you're decoding yourself into reality. And this matters. That matters, and this matters. It matters a whole lot. It matters on another level you won't even understand, you won't even believe exists. But I have to tell you this, it matters. It pains me to tell you this. It gives me joy to tell you this. To teach this for me, it's glory, 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 hallelujah, Amun Ra. This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The sun, the moon, Mars, Jupiter, talking about intuition. And intuition is nothing less than or more than chakras connecting each and everybody to their order of oneness. Now this is what we're talking about. This is what we're supposed to be talking about. Our own chakras. The demons are in chakras. The angels are in chakras. You know, let me share a story. For the fact that a human being is a computer that knows that it can change thought. You can change thought to whoever you're speaking to. You can decide which thoughts to use with whoever you're speaking to. But what you don't realize is that this thought forms, the sentence structures that you have, or you think they're coming from where? You're not typing these things per hour, per second, per thought. You're speaking them out. You're spreading your own energy out. These thought forms are coming from what? The chakras, intuition, the connections, so that the sentence you make makes sense, so that you get that job, so that the sentence you make makes sense, so that that person can heal when you're closing and talking to them. This is what we're talking about. These thought forms, they come from our chakras. They form sentences for us, and we call them ancestors. And we're born into this chakra systems. We're born into these thought forms. This is what we're talking about, the thought forms, the sentences. As I'm speaking right now, you understand, there's a thought form, it's a sentence. It's a perspective of a divine nature that I'm born into. I'm not choosing it, I'm following. I'm following nature. I'm following these thought forms, this perspective. So as I breach into my destiny, as I breach into my underworld, I find this as my saving grace. The last of the last inside my body. No. I didn't know if I no doctor taking me to performing surgery on the body. I didn't know if I no psychologist. I found chakras. I found intuition. I found thought forms. That when I manage myself, when I put myself into order, when I get myself ready, my blood system works for me. It becomes ready for me as well. I don't need to ask anyone. I need to be sure. Because I believe in my thoughts. It is these thoughts forms that come from the underworld. These things you talk about, aliens, and all this reptilian shit. We're talking about these thought forms that actually form from their subconscious, which is the divine, the womb. You see, when you're kicking inside your mother's stomach before you're born, this is what it is right now. This is what I am right now. I'm kicking inside the womb right now as I'm speaking right now. This is how it feels for an unborn baby. That's what it is. That baby is collecting the chakras of the mother while inside the womb, only for them to speak out like this, the way I am later on in life. And this is what we call Saturn return. Now this is what we're talking about. The chakras, the thought forms that are built by chakra systems. That you, ladies and gentlemen, that you are part of. Now at the highest levels of these thought forms, you find that everybody's the same. At the highest levels of these chakra systems, you find out we are all connected. But the journey is coming from Saturn return. You need to admit, you need to confess that there is no existence, but it's just ancestors raining upon your body, or its body, or the temple itself. You know, this temple, the universe, as you want to call it. So the dead, the body is the dead, the chaos. And the thought forms are the clarity of that chaos. Your thought forms. That's why after you think clearly, you dress up clearly, you eat healthier. Somehow, you look beautiful. You start to look beautiful because of the thought forms, because you're in touch with your ancestral thought forms. Sentences. Now I'm sharing mine on YouTube. I'm sharing mine with the all, because I believe and I know that it's part of the same thing. This is the all. I am the all. And once I get to connect with these ones like this, I know there was never a child, it was just a soul. Coming here, waving here, in a small body, looking like a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, but playing the same thought forms from before it came, when it was still inside the womb. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what we're talking about. This is what's happening. The thought forms, the chakras, the tradition of your soul. When you're speaking to no one, you're speaking by yourself. That's the tradition of the soul. When you have no one to speak to and you're speaking to yourself, that's where you come from initially. The womb of your universe, right? Chill out as the black sun, love and light.